Good day, class. This is Ma'am Ka. For the day, we'll answer the problem using Microsoft Excel. Previously, we answered the problem using manual computations or formulas. For this time, we're going to answer the problem using Microsoft Excel. And we can also test if our manual computation is same with our Microsoft Excel. So our basis, if our value is correct, is the Microsoft Excel. So again, for example, number 1, a researcher wants to test the new anxiety medication. They measured the anxiety of 36 participants on 3 different dosage of medication, which is 0 mg, which is our placebo, 50 mg, and 100 mg. The participants are also divided based on what school they are attending, which is the college level and the high school level, which researcher hypothesized will also affect on anxiety level. So, yung anxiety level natin is rated in a scale of 1 to 10, which 10 being the high and 1 being the low. So, these are the data we gathered, the researcher gathered. So, you will going to use the level of significance, which is 0.05, to conduct this analysis. So, our null hypothesis 1 is there is no significant difference between the level of anxiety caused by the drug level of education. So we identify your hypothesis 1 as your F1 value, and your H2 is there is no significant difference between the level of anxiety and drug doses, and that is your for F2. And your H3 is there is no significant interaction between level of education and drug doses to cause the change in anxiety. So how we're going to use Microsoft Excel to compute or to analyze our data. First, we need to click data, and after clicking the data, we must click our analysis, and then we need to choose the two-way ANOVA, which is under two-factor ANOVA and with replication. So, i-select lang natin to, and then isi-select natin yung range where your data is inputted. Then, up, down. So, ano yung rows per sample? Yung rows per sample, i-identify lang natin kung ilan tong rows natin per sample. Ito yung sample 1 natin. Ilan ba yung rows niyan? Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, we have here 6. Now, since we use the alpha 0.05, ang gagamitin natin ay 0.05. Pero, that would be depending on the alpha na gagamitin natin to analyze the problem. And next, we must choose kung saan natin gustong ilagay yung output natin. For this particular, gusto natin ilagay siya sa new sheet lang. So, kapag gusto nyo sa range, mag-identify lang tayo ng range at then pupunta yung ating value. So, after that, just click OK. And this would be our data. Ito na yung lalabas nating data. So, under siya ng 0 mg, 50 mg, and 100 mg in your total. But, ano ba yung kailangan natin? Ito yung mga summary ng per factor natin o yung level of school natin. This is high school student and this is for college student. Now, ito yung total niyan. Now, ano ba yung kailangan natin i-identify? SS is the sum square of sample, which is also sum of square of your row. Parehas lang yung sum of square of your sample at saka yung sum of square of your row, which is, kung babalikan natin yung ating previous lesson, that is equal to 2.25, and columns natin ay 175.167, and for our interaction is 17.667. Kung gusto natin i-round ito into decimal point, pwede naman, and that would be, 4 decimal point, and that would be equal to 1667, and same with this value. Pwede natin silang i-round into 4 decimal root. And our sum of total is equal to 210.75. So, ito yung DF natin. DF row is equal to 1. DF of columns is equal to 2. DF of interaction is equal to 2. And DF within is equal to 30. Ito naman yung mga mean square natin. So, ito yung mean square of sample. Ito naman yung mean square of column. Ito naman yung mean square of interaction. And this is the mean score within, and this is our value. So, F1 would be 4.17, F2 is 162, 0.52 and F3 would be 15.19. Ito yun. So, ano ba yung mga critical value natin? Ito rin yung critical value